Hey there, welcome to Lunch Break Reviews comic mini-sode. Need a quick break from work? You've come to the right place. Here we take a TV show or comic from the realms of awesomeness and break it down for you lunch break style. I'm Bradley Butin, your self-proclaimed Emperor of Awesome. Let's jump right in and see if today's pick is worth the bite. All right, I'm talking about G.I. Joe #1. I know it came out last week. I know I have to go to the comic book store to get my haul today, but I've been working a lot, so I've got to get this one out here. I need to get this one out here because it's that good. And this is from Image Comics. It was written by Joshua Williamson, the amazing Joshua Williamson, and in the art is by Jordi Belair. He's so fantastic. I like everything that he does. Quick synopsis of the book is: this is the series premiere, the biggest comic book launch of the decade. Conrad Hauser, codenamed Duke, has assembled a special force known as G.I. Joe to battle the rising power of the mysterious Cobra in the aftermath of the Autobots and Decepticons' arrival on Earth. But the enigmatic, and why can't I talk today? Cobra Commander has unleashed the power of Energon like never before, featuring many familiar faces and the first appearance of an all-new character. This is the comic that will change everything you think you know about G.I. Joe, and that's only half the surprises in store from the chart-topping Energon universe. Dream team of Joshua Williamson and Tom Riley. Okay, G.I. Joe #1 is sitting on Comic Book Roundup with a critic rating of 8.8 and a user rating of 8.8 as well. When the critics and the fans agree, you know it's something special. All right, my written review here from Nerd Dad Brad, that is a 9.0 on the 13th of November. Man, the Energon universe is really, really good. If you are thinking about picking this up, do it. It is fantastic. If you were a fan of the cartoon, you'll absolutely love this book. It's a good start to a story, and it'll be really cool to see when G.I. Joe and Cobra really go at it. The way they are introducing everything is brilliant, in my opinion. I really like the art as well. This is a fast read that I'll probably read again. And I was right. I've read it 3 times. Okay, I got a bad review over here. This is a 7.0 as the worst that I can find. It's called. It's from Comical Opinions, Gabriel Hernandez, on the 15th of November. G.I. Joe #1 is a perfectly serviceable start to the Energon universe's version of G.I. Joe. Joshua Williamson leans heavily on introductions and setup, which existing Energon readers may find redundant, but the setup works well enough. Tom Riley's art is rock solid, but it's hindered by Jordi Belair's off-putting coloring and style. Okay, let's check out a good review. All right, bear with me. This is a long one. This is a 10.0 from Derby Comics on the 17th of November. Whew. Okay. Skybound's meticulous reintroduction of G.I. Joe IP into the Energon universe reaches its culmination with Joshua Williamson and Tom Riley's electrifying debut issue. Building upon the foundation laid by recent miniseries Duke, Cobra Commander, Scarlet, and Destro, G.I. Joe #1 masterfully weaves together plot threads that have been expertly laid out on the chessboard over the past year, propelling the franchise forward with exciting momentum. Williamson establishes Duke as the leader he was destined to become, showcasing growth from his titular miniseries and a new sense of hesitation. When faced with the daunting reality of leading a team against Cobra Commander's formidable alliance of villains, the lineup of his newly formed team is revealed, boasting an intriguing mix of fan-favorite characters and the inclusion of someone longtime G.I. Joe fans wouldn't expect to be working with the good guys. Duke's doubts about their readiness to face Cobra's threat creates an immediate sense of tension for what's in store for this team when they taste battle. Williamson's writing shines, conveying the weight of responsibility on Duke's shoulders and the new threat posed by Cobra. And boy, is Cobra looking like a formidable foe. We see just how far he and Destro have advanced in their mastery of Energon. This new reality establishes extremely high stakes for Duke's mission and the series as a whole. Overall, the issue is very well paced, building momentum that crescendos with a climatic first skirmish between the two sides. Williamson even adds references to what's been happening in the shared Energon universe and nods to recent events in the Transformers series. He nailed every job he had to do with the first issue and then some. I'm so glad to have Time Riley back for another G.I. Joe book. I loved what he has brought to Duke Mini, and he didn't disappoint. His distinct character designs prevent the large cast from blending together, and the dynamic action sequences are equally impressive, injecting even more energy into the narrative. Geordi's atmosphere to the visuals, some of the more experimental color choices are reminiscent of Bellaire's recent work on DC's Birds of Prey series, which made the book feel a bit less special in some regards. However, the creative duo combined with Russ Wooten's lettering gives us a very visually pleasing reading experience from start to finish. G.I. Joe #1 is a resounding success delivered on its promise to unite the disparate plot threads from previous miniseries. Williamson's character-driven writing and the captivating art makes the issue a must-read. With nods to other Energon universe titles, this debut sets the stage for an explosive, action-packed ride. The stakes are higher than ever before. The creative team's enthusiasm is infectious, and the sky appears to be the limit in terms of who may show up down the road. Hop on now before you're left behind. Yes, okay. So we got a good, we got a bad. What do you think of the good? What do you think of the bad? Do you agree? We're going to find out where I put this on the lunch break point system. We have 5 categories for up to 5 points for each category. We're going to start with the main course. How satisfying was this comic? This is the heart of the meal. I gave this a 4. I liked it a lot, but I can't say it's my favorite comic book, and I need to not go straight to 5s because I can love everything. I'm one of those type of people. I always think good things are better than they are bad. But I want to reserve 5s, especially in the main course category, for very, very special properties. Not saying that G.I. Joe #1 is not special. It really was. Side dish. Supporting elements like art, letters, and colors. Do they add the right flavor? In this one, I did give it a 5 because of the side. And I'm going to spoil this for you. Baroness is a Joe. Baroness is Joe. Baroness is a freaking Joe. That's right. And we got a little cameo from Optimus Prime in there as well. So I mean, like, hey, that's going to give it to a 5. Spice level. Is it exciting or intense? This measures how much it keeps you hooked. I was hook, line, and sinkered, but I gave this a 4 just because I think that there could have been more, or just because it was a start, right? It's set up. Leftover appeal. Would you read this again? I've already read it a couple times, so I gave this a 4. And last, dessert. The extra special something that makes it memorable. Are you going to get the next issue? Well, yes, I'm going to get the next issue. And for me, the dessert was seeing Baroness as a Joe. That did it for me. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a turn. There will. But can I give this an extra point somewhere? I think I can. Snack factor. Is it quick, fun, easy to digest, a lunch crowd, broad appeal for all audiences, or break room talk sparks conversation long and reviewing? I think it could have gone with break room talk just because of the Baroness thing. I ended up going with, you know what, let's do that. Because of Baroness, I think break room talk is where you're going to get the extra point. Is there a case for a second extra point? Maybe, but we're not going to do that. So all in all, we're going to give this 23 points, and that's it. Do you agree with the lunch break point system, my breakdown? Do I need to reevaluate, maybe give some of these a 5? I don't know, but it's okay. Let me know in the comments everything about G.I. Joe, especially if you're my age and watch the cartoon. Did you like this comic? Thanks for tuning into Lunch Break Reviews. For more bite-sized reviews of the latest TV shows, comics, and blockbusters, follow and let me know your thoughts. Want to join the conversation? Reach out. Maybe you'll be the next guest on Nerd Positive or be the first guest ever on Lunch Break Reviews. You know what, man? I gotta say, make sure you check out the episode I did about Cobra Kai. And there's 2 huge movies. One's going to get a mini-sode. One's going to get a full episode. I don't know which one's going to be Wicked or Gladiators. I don't know. Is it Glicked? Who knows? But anyway, have a good day.